I don't know where it went. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know where my hose has gone. It's not on me. It might be like with the bedroll. It might have just disappeared when I died, maybe. I could have been carrying it on my corpse, come to think of it. I did take everything that I had. I won't be able to get fuel from this car even if I want to. Hey, Chaotic, welcome in. Also, don't give me advice, please, unless, like, I've asked a question. I'm still, like, in the... I'm on the wrong side of the car. I'm still learning how to play, but for the most part, I'm enjoying, like, bumbling through. So, like, if I ask, like, out loud, like, a genuine question and stuff like that, by all means, you can feel free to answer it and stuff, but, yeah. I should be able to drive around this. Don't get caught on it. Don't hit the tree. There we go. We'll go the other way since that's blocking it. And there's not much I can do about that. I'm gonna have to get her to do some exercise again. Yeah, no, I'm just not gonna... I've been up here. This is where, yeah, we had the shit ton in that yard. Food market. Here we go. There are still a lot of zombies over there. We ended up running through here really, really quickly because there was a lot. There's still a lot. Turn it off. I'm gonna have to start putting some fuel in the fucking car. I also need her to do exercise, but I don't want her to be exhausted. So let's grab... Let's see if I can chuck it back in the car. There we go. Alright, so we've got cans of food, all that sort of stuff. I've got my flashlight. I might be starting to carry too much stuff on it, but I've got to get her some exercise and we've got to go inside here, which means I've got to deal with these guys that I saw. I don't have to deal with them, but they are pretty close by. If they don't walk up, we might be able to leave them alone. If they get near my car, I'm going to have a problem because there's two groups here. Hoping that the zombies just don't notice me. This being a fresh food place, I'm not going to find too much stuff. She's upset. Oh, the back door's open. Hold on. This could be... I don't think I've looted it. I don't believe I've looted it, which means it's one of those ones that looks like it's already been looted. Yeah, I don't think I've done this. Yeah, there's potatoes. Give me those. Give me that, at least. Hey, Brian, welcome in. How do you like the game so far? Well, considering I didn't like nor want to play Project Zomboid before I got and am playing Project Zomboid, and I don't hate it anymore, I would say good. I'd say it's going well, kind of. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm still getting the hang of it. I've only had really 42 experience. I had like maybe a few hours, a couple of days around like Christmas or New Year's on 41. And I didn't really notice much difference and stuff to that, but I've kind of got the idea. I can keep somebody alive for up to about 24 days. And like I regularly do stupid stuff and get eaten, or like I don't play for a fortnight and I get eaten because I'm out of practice with how to like fight and crap. So that definitely happens. But well, I'm hearing a zombie or something. I also turned up my volume earlier tonight and I didn't know that you could actually hear zombies walking around, because I also talked about that one other time and I'm like, oh, it'd be so great if you could hear the zombies moving around. And it's like, you can. Have large learning curve. I would say yes, but... Oh, there's chickens. Only because, like, I haven't really played something kind of like this. Like, I've played 7 Days to Die, for instance, right? But, like, with most games, you can kind of, like, hop in and just kind of get the gist as you go, sort of thing, or like you know somebody and stuff. 42 being a solo game, like generally speaking I play games solo, so it wasn't really like a concern, but like, you know, I had to learn how to like you know, find like my inventory things up here and how to check like my health and figure out how skills working and stuff, or yeah, all sorts of little bits and pieces. There's a lot to this game, and I think even if I was playing it for a time, like for a long period of time, I'm sure there'd be still stuff that like I don't know or have never encountered and stuff. Like the umbrellas I noticed earlier, I don't know if that's an update or if they always had umbrellas in this game. But like I've found a couple of umbrellas. Apparently if it's raining you can hold an umbrella to keep your person dry as you walk around, and or you can use it as a weapon, you know. So like that's cool, you know. I'm gonna go check out the other food place just down the road. Learning curve is pretty steep. I know how to actually read, which is a big struggle for most gamers. Please don't be insulting. Because, like, yes, there are quite a lot of, like, illiterate people. But, no need to, like, be like that. Yeah, no, there is a lot of information to sort of take in. That is empty by the look of it. What is this place? There's quite a lot to take in. Like, for instance, if I come over to this car, there are a couple of zombies nearby. I'll leave my car running. I also had a hard of hearing. I had a hard of hearing character, and I didn't know that I left my cars on because you can hear the cars running. And I didn't know that they don't turn off when you automatically get outside of it. But, like, this is its whole own menu here. Like, to do engine stuff, like, I need to be, like, 3 to 5 or something like that. Like, I can take out the battery, and then once I got the battery, this will go red, which will say I'm like getting hurt because it's carrying too much and stuff like that. And then like reinstall the battery and stuff. And there'll be stuff in here that I can't do because I don't have the right mechanical thing to be able to like take it off. Like for instance, we were talking about earlier, I'd need like a jack to be able to take off tires to work on them and shit. She's super hungry again. I want to find somewhere safe that I can take her to try to do a bit of exercise. We could try just running down the street, see where it goes. But yeah, there's like, you know, I've had a deaf character when we had electricity, and I didn't know that house alarms were a thing. So I went into a house and my character was deaf and I couldn't hear the alarm going off, and next minute there was a heap of zombies breaking through like every door and window because I couldn't hear the alarm going off. I'll also have to find a hose since apparently I've lost my hose. We had nearsighted needed glasses. I had to find glasses. Then what else we have? I've had high thirst where I've got to constantly find a water source. That was also kind of difficult because, like, I'll show you on the map, I went for a walk with a high thirst person and my base is up here, right? So I started the walk here and I like walked across and I basically like followed this road, right? And I followed it, and like the last house I found was here that I could get water from, okay? And I walked up to about here and she was starting to have issues with thirst, and I kind of like walked down along, like, I think I got up to about here, and it was getting to like nearly on nighttime. I'm like, I'll just sleep on the road, and then it was starting to flash. She was dying of thirst. I'm like, fuck, I have to find a house and I don't know what's around me. So I just ran through the forest at night, which was a really stupid idea, and I'm amazed that I made it through because I didn't have a flashlight or anything. I ran down here because like as soon as I found a road, I'm like, I started checking cars. Maybe I could find a drink bottle or a drink. And then I ended up finding this restaurant and like just barely saved myself from that. Whoops, hold on. Oh, mate. Wait, you got fiery gear on you. Hold up. I don't want to run you over. You've got fire stuff on you. You might have warm gear, good insulation gear. The other thing too is I had a lot of issues with the spinning around issue as well. fighting. I got dead that way a fair bit. That looks useful. Helmet. All the jacket and shit are wrecked. It's still got good insulation though. You can also repair crap, like sew stuff out. I might take those with me because I kind of feel like I could do something with them. And the boots aren't in bad condition. I've already got most of a firefighter's like gear. Also, you can catch a cold, which is what I was combating earlier. So that's also an issue. Because if you start walking around and you got a cold, you start like sneezing and making a whole ruckus of noise. You can fuck your car over. If you're not a mechanic, you can't fix it. I don't love that this is a dead end. That's where they came from. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to get past them. Hold on. Let me go back out where we came from. Oh, there's a house that's burnt down. That's neat. Can I come out this way? That would probably be why there was a fiery here. But yeah, I haven't gone into any of these houses. I just wanted to find a place that I could kind of like sit for the night. Like, it's only afternoon, but I want to find somewhere where we could go and I could be warm, maybe get her some food. And then I need to check the map. What the hell? Yeah, maybe up and around here. There should be like a generator. There's a really great car there, but I don't have mechanic. I could maybe check out one of these houses here. See what we've got. I'll pull up over here and I'll check the house. Oh, it's a tiny little lot. I'll go to the next one. Also, because the game is at like January, now into January, a lot of things are expired and it's very cold because it's like snowing and shit, and a lot of like the road is overgrown, and that's really fucking hard to deal with. Your character is illiterate, nearly impossible to survive long term. A lot of the recipes are locked behind magazines and books. I am pretty sure you can still do some stuff by... There is something in 42. Hold on, I'll go inside. Just make sure this place is clean. I don't know if I will have something that I can demonstrate this with 42, but I should be able to click on... where is it? I have like an item. You can get it come up with like a question mark, and you can learn by examining something that you have. I might not have anything that I can do that with to kind of show it, but there's usually like an extra thing down here. It's got like a light bulb kind of thing next to it, and you can kind of like learn how to make it that way. So I don't know if that bypasses any issues with that. You can also get that as a trait as well. Okay, either way, we're inside. We're somewhere safe-ish, I believe. Give me that. I want to make her do some exercise before food, and I know that the food's probably... I don't have a lot. I've got spices on me, and I've got the rest of the foods. I've got a can of potatoes and capers and shit. That'll do it. All right. I know it's chilly. Let's shut that. Let's get you some mega fucking exercise. Oh, we got a tiny blip of regularity. Nice. Actually, can I just make this like 20 minutes worth? Because, yeah, no, I'll have to get her to drop her backpack. Oh, I didn't realize. Hold on a second. She's got a fucking skull on her thing. Oh, that's sick. I didn't know her clothes had like a skull thing. That's awesome. I don't think I can zoom in any further than that. But yeah, there's a few different ways to like learn stuff. Like one of my early people, my fucking god, were a goddamn nightmare. I had one where I couldn't get carpentry skills. So every time I tried to get enough carpentry skills to make a rainwater collector, she would die. Every time. And now I just stopped trying to get carpentry skills. I just have a fuck ton of like pots and pans and cups and cans and shit sitting outside of my house collecting rainwater to boil. Because I'm like, it does the same shit. It's just that I don't die. I kind of also feel like every time I get a new person and I sit there and I read a heap of things and then it's a while before I go fight a zombie, because like the town that I'm in at the moment is not my main town. My main town doesn't have a lot of zombies. It's a little bit of combination of like I've killed a lot of them and the spot them in doesn't really spawn too many, I've noticed, which is good. But yeah, it's kind of like by the time I go and fight a zombie, like I said, if I don't stream Project Zomboid for a fortnight, I'll normally die because I won't have my like spinny shit down properly and I don't remember how to play. Which I get pretty often. I'll just forget how to play the fucking thing after like a fortnight. You dismantled that. I know you're taking slight damage. You starving? No. Extremely overloaded from... Oh, your backpack. You can wear that. And we'll chuck that back in the cupboard. Alright, and get you some more water. I am kind of enjoying her having a low thirst this time. We'll work on that. I kind of would like to get her to keep working with it. Sorry, my voice is like crapping out. I did like a fucking 5-hour stream last night. I normally only do like 3 to 4. So my voice is just like blah. Well, normally speaking, I'd be playing like 7 Days to Die, RimWorld, Diablo 2, Project Zomboid, and stuff like that. But at the moment, I'm not playing 7 Days to Die. I'm doing like random game night instead, which I've added Dwarf Fortress back to, which I am learning how to play that too. Again, I started learning how to play that back when I was starting to stream, but I encountered a really bad side of the community, and I just kind of like gave that away for a couple of years. I got busy, didn't come back to it, so I played that dented unlabeled can of food. Okay, that's new to me. Yeah, I played that like last week, and it went well. So yeah, I'll have like all sorts of games and like random game night and shit. So normally it's like older games, like, you know, Serious Sam, sit your ass down. Serious Sam, Doom, that's not where I wanted you to sit. Doom Eternal, we kind of finished. What else have we got? Need for Speed Underground 2, we just finished. I'm trying to remember what other fucking games I've got. Hold on a second. Alright. We were doing also Halo. We got some like typing games. I was doing Once Human for a while, but I haven't been playing that since they had the temperature update shit on it. And if she's eaten, I might get her to do more exercise if she can. We do it. She can't probably because too heavy, or she's just taking damage. She could be too overexerted. Yeah, she's out of breath. Yeah, there's other things like PUBG, StarCraft 2, Warcraft 3, Unreal Tournament. Sorry, I'm trying to stretch. There was a few other things in there. What outside? Hey, Abra. What the fuck you up to? You coming in or out of one of your famous, like, multi-hour naps? I want you to sit on the seat. Okay, she's not going to sit on the seat. I'm guessing that that thing's too close. It's fine. Let's get you to rest a little bit. Just get your breath back. She's getting cold. I might have to put it back in the car for the night. I'm trying to get my person to get some exercise to bring her weight back down so that she's not constantly requesting food. Yeah, I think she's overexerted. She's ridiculously tired. Alright, let's get your ass back in this car. But yeah, the regular ones are like RimWorld, this, and Diablo 2. Although Diablo 2 is getting very close to the end of its playthrough on that character. I could do with putting some fuel back in before we go in tonight. That's right. I don't have a hose. Hold on. Nope. I'm pretty sure I don't have a hose. I have one. The game's decided that I don't have one anymore. Again. I gotta admit, I'm kind of like... I hate the fact that I keep, like, not having stuff. Let's check the trailer. Because I had one in here with this, and now I don't. Yeah, no, I had a hose, and I had, what did we have? We had a hose, and we had, there was something else. My sleeping roll that was attached to my military backpack, and they're both gone. And I don't know where they went. I don't know if I've dropped them or lost them or what, but I don't have them anymore, which is kind of sad. I'm also going to have to start chucking stuff in on the seats too. Lay down now, we'll be going till tomorrow. Well, that's fair. Yeah, no, I got to sleep earlier. By the time I finished editing and shit, I was kind of like a little bit on the delirious side of it. So I went like straight to bed and stuff, but because it's like the first warm week of spring here in Australia, all my neighbors and shit were like doing stuff outside or perhaps with like doors and garages and shit open. So it was like particularly loud. Like for instance, I learnt today that my neighbors behind us do metalworking and the neighbors beside me do woodworking. So there was a lot of chopping, grinding, and clanging and thudding all day. So I woke up a lot earlier than I intended to. And because it's a warm day and week, I'm expecting that today being the weekend, because it's after midnight now, that there's going to be everybody out mowing all day, all weekend. So kind of what I'm expecting this weekend. So I'm not expecting the greatest sleep. For anyone that's new in, I sleep during the day and I'm awake at night. So yeah, it can be kind of difficult sometimes. I don't get like the best sleeps. Because like understandably people are existing during the day. But yeah. She's still cold. I mustn't have put it hot enough. I have neighbors working all day long. On Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, my neighborhood's very active for hobbies, I feel like. Because I used to have neighbors across the road that worked on cars and shit too. I need to find a hose for this. I'll leave that on because it's still not cold enough. The neighbors across the road used to work on cars, and the other neighbor used to have a boxing gym in their garage, which is kind of like across from my front, like the front of my house kind of thing. So yeah, there was like very loud. And then of course there's a lot of like young families and shit in this area as well. So, you know, you also get like the screaming mobs of kids running around and shit as well. So it's a very lively neighborhood at times, which kind of sucks in a way. Because, like, I generally like peace and quiet, but there's nothing I can do about that, you know. At least people, I guess, are, like, living their lives and doing stuff. And feels like they sort of make the most of it. I'm just going to check out... No, I'm not going to stop here. That is too many zombies. I was going to check out that car. Because I'd like to come across, like, a hose. I don't know if I can fit past this. I'll get the car past it if I can fit... Yep, okay. I just want to check out... I gotta find a hose. So I gotta start, like, checking on cars and shit. Hold on, where's the thing here? I guess we'll just get out my version of a key. There we go. Pen. I don't think a car is necessarily going to have a hose. But I'm kind of... I kind of need to at least, like, come across something. Because, like, I've got fuel in my car. And I had a hose. But I don't know if anything else... See, that thing's full. I have empty gas cans. This is why I've been checking the crash cars. The crash cars often are full, I've noticed. But, I've also got to keep an eye on her weight. She's gone up in weight again. No fucking way. That one's not. That's okay. I could take the radio and shit from that. I won't. I don't know if the zombies here are fine. Alright, what do we got? We got matches. I'll take those. Matches and lighters and crap. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else, like... I feel like I have something planned for the weekend, but I don't remember what it was. At all. You know? That's kind of like the feeling I've got at the moment, is I feel like there's something I'm supposed to be doing this weekend, and I don't remember. Which is a little bit concerning for me, because I'm like... If it's something important, and I don't remember before, like, the weekend's over or something, and there's nothing I can do about it, I've been through here before. But yeah, I don't know. I'll fucking remember or I won't. Fresh zombies. Is that... Mass Jennifer? I don't know what that place is. I find it funny that they've got a thing at the top of it. I was kind of hoping that one of these would be either... I mean, this is a storage place, but I feel like I might have done it before. Or a mechanic, and I feel like I've definitely been in the mechanics because the garage doors are wide open. Don't stall. The mechanic might have a hose, hopefully. If I had one, I would have left one. There are a few zombies here. So... No. I've got to turn the car off. We got precious fuel at the moment. Turn that off. Okay. There's at least 3 zombies I've got to deal with. It's you two and the one that's around the front. Yeah, I know you're freaking out. I gotta admit, if I gotta... I'm not having a fucking claustrophobic again. That was probably one of the worst ones I've had so far. As far as... whoop. That fucking raccoon scared the shit out of me. I haven't encountered like a running zombie yet. I don't think Builder has running zombies, luckily. But like, fucking hell. I saw something sprinting at me and I like momentarily freaked. I don't see the zombie out the front. It could be in here. It could be in the front side of this. I believe I've been here before. But like I said, if this place has got... If it's got a hose, I should be able to find one. I believe what I've taken from here before, I was looking for food. Probably desperately. Got my water bottle. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the last time I came through here, I was looking for specifics. Tool roll. That could be useful. Grand oil. Literature, it's just literature. What else we got in here? We got a tarp. Didn't end up taking a tarp with me. There's a ratchet electrical wire. I definitely